Whew. Hey, it's your boy Walt B, and since it's Halloween night, I just got a few stories that I want to share with you guys. It's just a little funny. So here's story number one. Okay, so many of you that follow me know I used to pastor for about 15 years. And for a large part of that, I did what we call in the church Hallelujah Night. Now, for those of you that are not familiar, Hallelujah Night is pretty much like a haunted house at the church. It's a Halloween party for the church, if you will, okay? But because we have to be holier than everybody, we're gonna call it Hallelujah Night. That's pretty much what it was. So what we did was we used to have a haunted house. We would call it the hell room. And then we would have a heaven room. Now the heaven room has snacks, candy, I mean galore. It was be laid. Child, I would get lost in heaven because y'all know I likes to eat. Listen, I likes to eat, right? But then hell would be like a haunted house. It would, it would have tricks, people jumping out of nowhere scaring you, right? So, your boy, that would be me. So I'm sitting up here to pastor. Something just wasn't sitting right with me about this year. There have been a lot that have been going on this year. The youth have been a little disgruntled this year. Now, I'm not going to say they didn't deserve a treat because I'm not one of those, Good times should be good times. And they, very rarely do I think you should withhold a good time as punishment. That's just my thoughts. But anyway, we get to the heaven or the hell night, the Hallelujah night, whatever we're going to call it. Tonight we're going to call it Hallelujah night because this is the purpose of the story. And this is why I quit having this particular type of event. Okay, so we get there and I forgot I pastored in the hood. Now, see, some of you pastor in nice neighborhoods. You got a nice church. Your kids act right. You could send them to the hell room and that'll scare them straight. That didn't work in the hood. So we turned off the lights in the hell room and we started asking the kids, pretty much you want to go to heaven or hell. Most of them was choosing heaven, but then there was this group that was like, I want to go to hell. I came here for the hell room. And so I was like, okay, go on to the hell room, right? Now, back up just a little bit. There was an older evangelist at our church that was really causing a lot of hell with the youth. She nitpicked at them over dumb shit, and she just really couldn't let it go. She had a real knack for nitpicking at people. And so I didn't know these young people knew she was in there. She was one of the boogeymen in the hell room. And so we got in the hell room and I started hearing all this commotion. Well, they went in the hell room. I started hearing all this commotion. And I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do nothing because I'm hearing screaming. And I'm like, I'm not going to do anything because it's the hell room. These kids are probably scared. And I'm hearing, ow, ow, ow. And I'm like, okay, they're doing a good job of scaring these kids. Well, when the experience ends, the door open, the older evangelist comes out limping. Oh my God, I fell. They knocked me over. So what she says happened versus what they said happened, there was no proof, so I couldn't whoop ass, nothing, right? So she says one of them grabbed her and the other one swept her feet out from under her and she fell on the floor. And then they started running. They started running around. I'm scared. In the process, kicking her. Child, when I tell you, okay, when I tell you, I busted out in every kind of laughter that I could muster up. I fell out laughing because we couldn't whoop no ass. We couldn't punish nobody because what they said happened was they got scared by something and they all just started running and, they couldn't come out of the hell room. They wanted to come out of the hell room, which was validated by the banging on the door, and the screaming and everything. Child, I fell out. So that was strike one. Okay. That was strike one. Okay, we probably can't do this no more. Strike two was We in there chilling, music playing. Again, I'm in the heaven room because I really wasn't keen on doing the hell room. But you know, you gotta let people do their own thing, you know, or whatever. So they was over there doing the hell room. And two kids came walking by, and the girl looked at the other girl and was like, girl, you wanna go to hell? And the other girl was like, yes, I heard it's bomb in there. I was like, oh no, we not doing this no more. We are not doing this no more. That's the story, and that's pretty much the beginning and the end of why I quit doing the heaven or hell room. Now, we kept having what we called a harvest celebration after that, but we no longer did the heaven or hell room.
I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Then we hustle, boy.